With the COVID-19 pandemic, school districts are having to use other means to educate their children. And joining us today is Peoria Public Schools Superintendent Dr. Sharon Korat. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. I know this has been quite the experience and scramble for a lot of educators across the state as students have been ordered to stay at home. School is out. What is the status right now with Peoria Public Schools in terms of the resources, the schooling, feeding our children?
Yes, Eugene, this is an amazing, unbelievable crisis. But I'll say I have a supportive team, an impressive team. We have some amazing individuals in our community, just an amazing community overall. And for us, our focus is on, really, we have three things that we're focused on: feeding and caring our kids, communication with all stakeholders, including families and students and the community, and a huge focus on continuity of learning. We're in a really good place, but I'll tell you, it's working almost 24/7 every day. But you know, we have to do it. We have to do it for our young people, and we have to do it for our community also. So I know parents, I've gotten some feedback from families that are, like, hey, we weren't set up to teach school at home. And one of the things I'll say is, our kids are in spring break right now, right? Our teachers are in spring break. Majority of our staff are in spring break, including our children. And when they get back, we're building our educational delivery system so that kids will be able to connect with their teachers. Because, I think we're in a really good place. Every teacher in Peoria Public Schools, each one has a virtual classroom that's already set up. And it's aligned with Skyward, so it's aligned with the master schedule. So it pulls in your class, or if it's a math class, an algebra class, a geometry class, or second grade, first grade. So K through 12, every teacher currently has that infrastructure set up. So the majority of them just need to make it dormant. Get it from dormant, to make it alive and get it away from the dormant stage. And a lot of them actually have already done that. I know last week teachers were actually holding class virtually and remotely. And so our teachers are doing amazing work. So we have a person in place. She's an online learning coordinator, and she'll provide ongoing professional development for teachers who need that type of support, because not everybody's there yet. But so she'll have office hours from 9 to 2, providing tutorials for teachers, like how to record a lesson, how to do a poll, for example, if you're trying to get responses from your kids, all sorts of professional development and small videos for teachers. So it's actually there. We're being asked currently to completely redesign our educational delivery system and take it on remotely. So there's some transformative work there, and one of my themes and my passion is transformation, and so this is an opportunity for sure.
Yeah.
At least that's how we're looking at it.
How do you educate the students who don't have the access to the internet in a situation like this? You're talking about virtual classrooms. How has the district planned? I know there were already e-days and e-learning, the system that the district has been testing with the last few years. How do you provide that access for students who don't have the access to internet?
Yeah, so very good question. So if you go on our website, we unveiled a form actually last night, and it's called Peoria Public Schools. Basically, parents can fill out a form to either request to check out a device, or even give us an idea of whether they have Wi-Fi or not. And I think in less than 2 hours or so, 322 individuals had already responded. So we're getting a good sense of our families and of the needs of our families. So they can, we have some laptops. We call them streams. We have streams, a good amount, but not 13,000, that we're willing to have families check out on a first come first served basis, and based on need. And so that's important, because if we're planning on building this thing, redesigning this thing, and going virtual, everybody needs to have access to a laptop, and they also need to have Wi-Fi. And we're also working with families. We pushed out Comcast. They have a really good deal. You get 60 days free, and we will provide sponsorships for families who are in need, especially if they're free and reduced. And if they're new, a new client, that especially signing up in March, because obviously we don't want anybody taking advantage of the situation, or the opportunity. But we have an infrastructure to provide devices to our families, and also to assist with Wi-Fi for those who are eligible.
And the feeding, the district has, I think the last post that I saw, more than 12,000 meals so far since all of this started, and providing meals for students, not just with the district, but anyone who's 18 and under who comes to the locations that are designated for meal pickups. If the governor were to extend the school being out beyond now being April 8th, but for the rest of the semester, for the rest of the school year, what challenges would the district face in that, or is the district prepared to feed children for that long?
Yeah, so back to the devices quickly, and Comcast, I would encourage our families to go to the district's website and take a look at the form, fill it out, and submit it, so that we'll have their information and somebody will follow up, number one. Today, actually, as of yesterday, I have not seen today's number, but as of yesterday, we served 17,283 children, well, actually meals. We provided meals, 17,283 meals, and that included breakfast and lunch to our families. And so what we're planning on doing, starting tomorrow, is we would like our distribution. We're sort of changing the distribution somewhat. We're improving upon it. And so instead of having kids come out every day for their meals, they will be coming out 3 times a week instead of 5 days a week. So they'll come out on Monday, on Wednesday, and on Friday. And so far, our food service providers, Sodexo, they've been doing a fantastic job. They're reorganizing the production system, the way that it's being done, to be able to put out a lot more for our families. And so far, I've not gotten any complaints about food shortages and those sorts of things. Although, as I said, I know there's some communities where they're having challenges feeding their kids.
And my last question, just a quick follow-up to that, and I'll let you go, because I know you have a lot that you have to get done today. Will the stations for pickup remain the same if it's going to 3 days a week? And then also how the district is supporting, in this case, families who may not have transportation to pick up their meals?
Yes, so thank you. And so the sites, as you know, there are 19 sites. In addition to that, there are about five mobile sites. And kudos to Salvation Army, Major Sells and his team from Salvation Army. They have the mobile vans, so they're able to, for example, go into Taft, River West, and Harrison Homes, for example. So they're just a beautiful collaboration as far as that's concerned. So we're really excited about that. So yes, the kids, everything will pretty much stay the same, except their frequency to reduce exposure in terms of the frequency of coming outside will be limited to the 3 days a week instead of the 5 days.
All right. Well, Dr. Sharon Korat, thank you so much. Peoria Public School District, we know that you all are having to make many adjustments in this very interesting, different time that we're currently facing with the COVID-19 response. As always, thank you so much for joining